I'm going to show you how to install Laravel in your local machine with the help of the HUD. There are several ways to install it locally or online. Like you can use the Docker or other commands. So for example, on their own documentation, if you go to the installation, you can install with the help of the CLI, or you can use the HUD. HUD is also available on Windows and Mac, but in this video I'm going to use HUD. I already have downloaded the HUD. So if you did not install the HUD yet, then I would suggest you to go to this website and install it. Once it is ready, you should open the HUD. So you would see this icon like this. So just click on the sites, and here on the left sidebar you will see the list of all of the current sites that you have in your system. And as now we want to create a new site, so for that we have to click on the plus icon, and here you have two options: new Laravel project or link existing project. If you already have created your project but you just want to link it with your with the HUD so that you could manage with the help of the HUD, then you can click on that. But we would like to create from scratch, so click on this icon. So now here you have three options. No starter kit, it would install the basic version of Laravel. If you want to use a starter kit, then you would select Laravel Breeze or Laravel Jetstream. But in most recent versions, there are other starter kits. So it is, my HUD is not updated yet, so that's why it is showing old ones. So let me quickly update it and then I will show you this screen again. In order to update that, you just click on this icon, and here you will find the button check for updates, and hit the install and relaunch. Okay, so I guess it is installed now. So open it once again, and now if you click on the plus icon and new Laravel project, this time you see different starter kits. First one is without starter kit, second one is React, Vue, Livewire. I'm going to use the React, so click on the React, click the next button, and here you need to specify the project name, and here you would select the path. So by default it would use the default path where we have the HUD folder in the home directory, and then we have option authentication provider. So there are two two options to implement the authentication. This would implement the authentication out of the box for you. One is Laravel's built-in authentication, or you can also pick the Work OS. That would definitely require the Work OS account. So you can select which one you prefer. So just to show you, this is the Work OS. You can see this is a website of Work OS, and if we go to the pricing, for the auth kit it is free for you up to 1 million users. So but I will just keep it simple. I would just use the Laravel's built-in authentication, and you have to select which testing framework you would like to use. And here if you would like to initialize a Git repository, then check it, and then here add the project name, hello world. By the way, whatever name you will specify here, it would create a domain for you that would be accessible locally. It is not a live domain, but it would configure it for you so that you could access this domain locally, and it would be accessing your local installation. So it would be nice to access in this way. So every project will have its own unique URL. So you don't have to specify or type localhost in the URL and port or something like that, and it would be that simple. Just type the name, or maybe you have XYZ. You will see that the domain is now xyz.test. So let me use the hello-world. Hit the next button and wait for it. It is creating your project. You can expand it to see the progress from this output if you want to. Alright. After installation, we will see this message: your application was created successfully, build something amazing. So now if you hit the open in browser, it would open the website in this browser. For some reason the domain is not working for me, so I would just copy it, and I will show you what you will do if you face this issue. So open the terminal. In the terminal you have to run this command nano /etc/hosts. Press enter, and here you will be able to add the domain. So I will add the localhost IP address 127.0.0.1 and give it the domain name that you want to point to. Save it. So if this domain is working for you out of the box, then you don't need this additional step. But in some case, if it is not working, then you have to follow this step. Once you have done, you have to save it. By the way, I did not use the sudo, that's why it is not allowing me to save this file. So I'm just going to copy my change so that I could edit it again with the sudo. So close it, and this time type sudo nano and password. Now at the bottom I would paste my line of code, save it. Now it is saved. Now if you reload it, you would notice that it would load our project successfully, and it is fully functional with authentication implemented. You can log in or register. So let me actually register first. Here add the name, test at gmail.com, password, create account. Password is not complex, so that's why it is complaining. So I have chosen the strong password. So now let's create an account, and that's it. We are in our dashboard. So this is fully authenticated and functional, and you can go to the setting, you can edit your profile name, email, you can delete your account, you can change your password, you can change your appearance by changing the mode, and you can log out and log in again. So you cannot access dashboard because everything is fully functional and authenticated. So just add your login password again and you are logged in. Okay, so now let's quickly open this project in our editor just to see what they have done for us. So for that, go to the sites, and here you have noticed that we have our new site available in the left sidebar, hello-world.test. In the general, you have this preview of the image of the project, and in the information you will see all of the information of your project. Okay, and now as I want to open it in my editor, so from here I would like to copy the path. By the way, you can specify the version of the for the project. So I have specified the 8.3, and here we have some actions: terminal, IDE, table plus, logs, profiler. You can click on the IDE open, and it would open in the IDE. Okay, but I normally use the VS Code, so I would just open it in the terminal. So I would just go to the terminal and manually type the path cd herd and use ls. Here you will see the list of all of the projects. I want to go to the hello world, and now I want to open it in the editor. For that, use code space dot. If that doesn't work, you can manually open the VS Code and open your project. That would still work. So these are all of the files, and you would notice that we have the resources folder, and in the resources in the JS we have the entire React JS project. This is the entry point of our project, and in the pages we have all of the pages. This is the dashboard, and this is the welcome page that you see when you are not logged in. So let me show you. So this is a welcome page that is coming from here. You can feel free to delete it or make any change, and this is a dashboard that is fully protected with the help of the authentication that they provided out of the box. This is the auth folder that has all of the pages that are related to the auth, like confirm password, login, register, etc. So in this way you can explore all of the files one by one, and you are free to make any change and to extend from here to make great products from here. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you that how to deploy this website to a live server with the help of the Laravel Cloud. They recently made it available for the public, and it is available and ready to use for the production. So I will show you how to deploy it on the Google Cloud for free without paying anything, because you can see that they have the sandbox version. So let's explore in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to get notified for my upcoming videos about this, and like and share this video. If you have any questions or feedback or suggestions, then please leave them in the comments section below. I would do my best to reply them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.